Hello, it's Ruby here, and welcome to Mind Your Abundance podcast. This is a space for women self-healing. And for the next couple episodes, we are going to focus on women who done to be good woman or girl, and you're ready to be bold and confident itself. I'm Ruby. I'm a coach, and I help women just like you to start people pleasing and release the guilt and create a healthy boundary with yourself and other and start building the confidence and self-trust for change everything in your life. So for the next couple episodes, we're going to dive in healing, boundaries, nervous system work, and real story behind what it takes to rise. Because you are not here just playing small anymore. Let's get into it. Let's get started. Did you ever ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Why do I always put other first and still not enough? If so, this episode is for you. So to kick off the episode, I'm sharing raw, real story of why I create Awaken Her. I open up about my own self-healing journey from people-pleasing, culture guilt, and chronic overthinking to reclaim my voice to finally feeling like I belong with my own life. We're going to talk about why high achieving women are feeling stuck and exhausted and how guilt and fear get wired into our nervous system from childhood and why you are not broken. You are just carrying all the protected patterns that once keep you feeling safe. The moment I realized that confidence isn't something you earn or being allowed, it's something you remember. If you grown up a traditional culture family, you might experience this. I remember vividly. Every time we have big holiday or the family elderly birthday, and my mom is in the kitchen busy, so like basically running out the chicken's head as a term. So busy, spent hours prepared all the ingredient in the and cooking the food in the kitchen when the summer is so hot. And my dad's not helping her. My dad just sitting in front of the TV, watching the show, chilling on the sofa. That's how I grew up. And I watching my mom being so busy pouring herself out to all the family. And I remember so much. Even she finished the food, cooking all this amazing meal. She did not get the first one sitting on the table to enjoy it. She actually finished, put it on the table, and then go back to the kitchen, cleaning up all those mess pot and try to make sure the kitchen is clean. It's heartbreaking for me to looking back. And the male in the house, my father, my grandfather, my brother would just start jumping in to eat it. And never ever thought about, okay, let's wait for mom's come, then we can enjoy this food together. If you grew in those environment, if you was a child just 5 or 7 years ago, you did not know a lot of things, and you kind of just absorb that as a normal thing. Just thought, okay, my mom is being so nice to prepare all this meal and she be so selfless. And then other people enjoy the food. She always take care of the people. And I rarely see her taking herself. Like sometimes she would need something, she would feel guilt to spend money on herself. Even sometimes I want to spend money to let her go to spa. She would say, no, don't need to spend that money on me. It's a waste. Well, sometimes I just want to buy some really nice clothes or bag for her as a birthday gift or a special holiday like Mother's Day, something New Year. She'll always say, don't do that, don't do that. Just keep the money for yourself. And when you grow up as that culture and you absorb that energy, Just don't spend money on me. Just you keep it for yourself. But when every time you have something come up, she always willing to jump in to help. She always will like to you be take care, being loved. And you actually learning all those patterns subconsciously and you don't even know about. And you just thought, this is normal. This is what marriage like. This is what how my dad and mom keep their relationship all this time. But when I start growing up older and older and apply that same pattern for my friends, family, and loved one, I start feeling so exhausted. I just don't know how my mom did it. Seriously. And you will notice the time period time like during high school, you are trying to people pleasing so much because you want to survive. You want to be in the group. You want to be like. People want to be popular, of course. They want to be loved. They want to be seen. That's just a human survival instinct. So the time like when my friends say, "Hi, I love your notebook. It's so cute. Where you get it? And your pen, where do you get it? Is that new version of blah blah blah?" And for my default self, I'm just thinking, I want to say you can get it from the store, but my body actually said, "Hey, you can have this. I just got it from there, but I had two. You can have this." I just give itself away without question asked because I want them to love me. I want them to like me. So I can be in the group. I can keep being in the group and won't be alone or left out. Same thing with they say they like particularly been a pop star, but I do not like it, honestly. I'm not a really pop music person. Maybe a little younger I did, but I really enjoy classic music. But during that time, I just say, yes, yes, I love it. I love it. I love the cover of Baba and start talking about it. And then I actually don't like it. And I just go back home to research that band and try to learn as more key points so we can talk about it if they bring it up. How tired does that sound for you if you grown up right now? But it's such a normal and survival instinct when I, as a high school student, and I just, when getting older and older, I just realized I am not being myself. I'm just trying to make people love me and pouring all what I can have to others and hoping they see it and maybe one day they will say, I appreciate you so much and give us some, just tiny percentage back to me. I will be happy. But how often time we are actually pulling to the wrong people and then we didn't get anything back and then we feel exhausted and burn out. Okay, just pause a moment and I want you to just kind of think about it. It's not a quite pleasing memory for sure. I would like you to pause a moment if you currently feel so burned out with your relationship, that it is a time for you to check in. Why are you having this feeling and what pattern you have been living and you just didn't even realize? And I want to address in one thing. It's not like every time I'm pouring something to else, I'm expecting people to give you something back. But it's nice to be appreciated. Who doesn't like to be appreciated? And it's also talking about energy is both way. So it's like kind of like a dancing. You can dance by yourself all you want, totally fine. But if it is a two people couple dancing and you are only the one leading the dance and dragging the other dance with you, picking up all their weight, dragging in, can you imagine 5 minutes later how tired you're going to be? That's exactly the same energy you're going to have if you keep pouring yourself to other people, not have the same respect and gratitude back to you. So if you're growing up as a traditional culture, You learn all those patterns from your family and continue to sacrifice yourself, your own need. Eventually, you feel really, really lost. Exhausted, besides exhausted, and you feel really lost because you've been trying to do this so long. It's like a normal decent for you now. And then when you start trying to do something else, you start cutting yourself back a little bit. You feel extremely unsafe. You feel like you're getting abandoned. But one thing I realized, hold on. Our high school is 3 years. Yes. I spent 3 years in high school pretending someone I am not. All those 3 years, I remember how exhausting after school. And after we graduated, all those friends I am trying to pretending I am, we lost contact. No one actually reaching back out if you're not proactively being the person reaching out. And then you realize is the past 3 years of the relationship is all fake. Is it fake because I am not being myself and those connections is not real? And then I actually struggle with that really a little bit. Actually a really long time. I felt really upset, like I'm trying to be really proactive or do as much as they will love, but eventually that relationship just evaporate after graduating and also felt betrayed because I feel like all this time I'm being so nice to you. It doesn't feel like you appreciate it and doesn't feel like you actually value this relationship. Actually take a while, probably year or year and a half, I finally just feel like if this relationship is just one way, maybe it's better for me just sit back to looking inward to myself and I actually feel free. I actually surprisingly feel free. Even though it's a little lonely beginning, I feel alone, a little abandoned, but I don't need to pretend in someone I am not, which is such a lighter energy. And I actually can just enjoy the things, hobby, music I enjoy. And start come back to myself and basically do a lot of recharge myself and look into why am I keep always doing this and then people just not appreciate it. So you might think you are the broken one. You are the one doesn't fit in. And that's totally normal from the beginning. And that's also your ego brain try to say something and protect you so you can jump back to the one you was before. So you feel that familiar in that chemistry in your body to keep you feel safe. And after that, I remember when I go to college, I am basically a lone wolf because I don't want to do pretending things anymore. Would rather just be myself. If it's by myself, there's no rejection, there's no pretending, so it's easier. But I was very lucky because that time I started looking some self-help books, start trying to express myself more and more. And in college, there's come with a lot of different background people coming to that's the capital city of Taiwan. It's called Taipei. So there's a different background of people coming. And I was so lucky to meet some friends. We have same interest. Even though beginning I was trying to have a resistance because I don't want to repeat like high school things again. So I slowly experiencing things I like, music, or a time I was thinking books reading and hold on shows movies and lucky us we are all kind of nerdy kind of in a weird way in some normal sense for us and I felt so much joy and grateful for that whole experience. If I didn't get those, if the high school friend still keep reaching out to me and we still keep connected, maybe I never ever going to come out that illusion of myself because I get used to it so much. So that experience actually helped me to get back to myself more and more, even though during that time it's extremely painful. And I believe a lot of time our painful experience is actually the turning point for us. So I hope this episode help you somehow. If you like to learn more, I would like to share more, and just message me in my Instagram or email me. I would love to hear your feedback. And try to make this podcast more raw and honest as possible. So I didn't script this anyway, just share my personal experience and hoping help you some way, somehow. Thank you so much. You have a good one. Thank you so much for tuning in for Mind Your Abundance podcast. If this episode spoke to your soul, I would love to invite you to join our waitlist for my 8 weeks group coaching program. It's called Awaken Heart. It will open in July 20th, 2025. You will get exclusive early access and special bonus and the first news or secret when the door is open. So you can head over to whererubychin.com. Just right in the top, there's a button to join to put into a priority list. You can just click on the button and sign up, and you will get all the news and goodies there. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great day. Bye.